What's up, everybody? Got back from the SoFlo Nationals. Betty struggled. 222 is the best we could get out of her. She had some tough draws, no doubt about it, but it was a great time. You guys on the channels feeling bad for us? Don't. We had a great time. It's awesome going to a race, hanging out with some of your friends, meeting some of the fastest people that are doing this, talking to them face to face. Couldn't think of anything better to do for the last couple of days. So for me, I use Hyde as a guinea pig again. Set him down on the practice track. I put some crazy tune in it. I tightened up the activation range really tight, like at 40,000. First time I put it down, not much prep there. As you know, it's a green surface, fresh for everybody. It wouldn't go 2 feet. Smacked the tower. I didn't touch it. Waited a little longer, went back and went about 10 feet. Hit the wall. Made a third pass with him. Made about half track, and I lost it. So I started drinking, having a good time, and partying with my friends and talking to everybody, getting to know everybody, and moved over to Jekyll the next morning. Went over to the practice track, turned it down a little bit, went right on down the practice track around 7 in the morning. Some people were still sleeping. So I didn't touch it, waited for the racetrack to get finished, and the first pass I made was right here. These are on Voodoo Blues, which I will tell you right now, I got nothing more out of them than what I'm getting out of the reactions. So don't buy Voodoo Blues. That's just my experience. Reds and golds are coming. I got my email. So then went to the next test, start chipping. Third test, start chipping. We only got a few hours till it's about first round. So I finally got in the 199s. Went back to my tune. Same one on reactions. Same time, it's almost identical. I think the other one's a 196 with a 2. Best mile an hour. Maybe because they're a little bit shorter. But so then I get in the first round. We have that big ass drivers meeting and all that. So then I decided, once they were going to do buybacks and they decided where they wanted to put the money in whose pockets and all that, I called out Trash Money. And that's what I ran against him. Ain't gonna lie, lifted out of it as soon as I seen him get out of shape, because I wanted to make sure I could just get through. So then, after waiting 3 hours for them to figure out what they wanted to do with the second round, I drew this guy. I don't know who he was. I'm really bad with names. Got my 366, and then she just broke free. Those 3 hours, the sun had went down, so I really didn't know. You know, it's a big race. I didn't think there was. Not going to take any chances on whether I know somebody's name or not, so I should have just dropped my first point down one bit. Probably would have went back to this right here. That's what it ran on that previous tune. And you see he only went at 213, which is, you know, I can do that, but hindsight's always 20/20, guys. So that's my race recap. And just a real quick point about the track. There's no place for promoters in drag racing. When the guy says he lost his ass and he wants to do it again next year, pretty much speaks for itself. Nobody in business would ever do business with somebody that loses their ass. And if you're getting in this to make money, you're not going to. Nobody knows anybody but track owners, sponsors, and racers. There's no promoters in drag racing. If you want to know of one, check out Duck X Productions and see what he did for 10 years. Come and gone. So just remember that, people. Watch where the money goes. Make sure it gets back to the racers, because without them, there would be none of this. I hope you all enjoyed the race. And I met a lot of awesome people. Talked to Mark Vine for a while, about 15 minutes, learned a couple things. Going to be getting away from the half-turn motors, guys. It sounds like the .0 motors, I was told, are easier to tune. The .5 motors are a little radical. I don't know why. Didn't ask to explain in the middle of the field. Gracious enough to take his time to talk to me and answer my few questions. So that's my race recap. Next race for us, that's big. I think we're all heading to Kentucky. Other than that, we're just waiting for James to say, come on down. Y'all have a great day.